Okay, so how do I stop myself from bleeding?
Rags. Remember what I was saying. So you put the rag in your hand. So you tab key, drag the rag from your inventory, put it into your hands.
Okay.
Hit tab again, and then hold down the left mouse click button, and that should help bandage you.
I died before I had a chance to do that.
Welcome to DayZ, buddy.
All right, welcome back everybody to KnowItAllDM Entertainment. I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great, hanging out, playing a new game. This is DayZ. It's sort of a post-Soviet zombie type game, and so I'm gonna be in here playing with three of my allies, of my friends, of my compatriots from the Ohmoeba gaming community. And I've gone ahead and created my little character, customized him. His name is Nameless Joe. And so we're gonna go ahead and join the Ohmoeba group in the voice chat. Let me just reduce the music one more time. It is, there we go. All right, and we're gonna join them in voice and see what server and everything we need to get on. So, do you just find all these things just lying around, like items and stuff, or are there actually stuff in containers that you can open up?
You sometimes can find certain things in containers, but usually that's because a player did it. Most of the time, it's just an item that you'll find lying around. Different locations spawn different types of items. So, like, for instance, you'll find military gear in military bases, obviously. Certain houses spawn certain types of guns, especially the little log cabins. You can find little rifles and shit like that in those. What else? Hospitals obviously will spawn hospital-related shit, medicine. There's a very not complex, but there's a robust healthcare system in the game where you have to like worry about getting cholera, food poisoning,
which sucks. I've gotten cholera like twice.
Yeah, cholera is a killer. If you don't regulate it enough and get charcoal tabs to kind of cure it, you can eventually basically throw up and shit yourself to death. Is what happens. Somebody just dropped something.
That sounds appetizing. So how do you go about finding things like water and food?
So if you look on your iSurvive map, you'll see where there's like it looks like a little faucet in certain areas. That indicates that there's a well there. The wells have a much lower chance of giving you cholera. I think it's literally like a 95% chance that you'll be, but there's still a 5% chance that you can get. Streams, I think it's like a 60% chance or something like that where you don't get cholera. And for like the ponds or anything like that, very good chances that you'll get cholera from it. You can also, if your shoes become ruined and if you don't maintain their condition, you will get cuts on your feet and stuff like that. And you'll have to stop and bandage yourself. If you get cut or anything like that, you have to bandage with rags or actual bandages themselves, depending on what you find. If you're low on rags, you can cut up shirts. And using a knife, you can cut that up and turn it into rags for stopping the bleeding. What else?
So how difficult are the zombies to actually kill?
With a knife, almost that bad. At least not to me.
I punch him to death pretty easy as long as you get the first hit.
Yeah, that too. I always use a melee weapon because you usually only takes like 2 hits and they're down.
Yeah, all I have right now is a short stick.
That will probably not help you very much, sir. I'll help you a little bit, but not much.
Well,
Long sticks are fun though. You can
That
like
one
poke them
fell.
with it.
yeah, but long sticks seem to break relatively like one hit.
It depends. I've had one last a pretty good while.
Yeah, it changes. Man, fuck, is this not working?
Nice. This little town I'm in's got like a little clinic and no one's looted. Got some codeine, tetracycline, some morphine,
That's good. You got a lot.
and saline. I'm ready for that water this time.
Yeah. Chlorine tablets clarify any sort of problems as well. It gets rid of all the possible contaminants.
Yep, now I'm surrounded by 3 zombies.
Mm,
2 zombies now. And 1 zombie. Well, I am severely injured, but I got him. I do, however, think I may be bleeding. I don't know. What's the little like blood drop next to your health thing?
that means that that's how much blood that you have. If you see arrows going down from that, then you were bleeding. If you look to the left of that by a few blocks, you'll see like a scratch. That means that you're bleeding out.
Okay, yeah.
There's a water bottle and a little apple as well. The water bottle indicates how hydrated you are, and the apple indicates how hungry you are. If you start getting into the red on either one of those, you will start to die. It's usually pretty slow, but sometimes it can be very fast.
Okay, so how do I stop myself from bleeding?
Rags. Remember what I was saying. So you put the rag in your hand, so you tab key, drag the rag from your inventory, put it into your hands.
Okay.
Hit tab again, and then hold down the left mouse click button, and that should help bandage you.
I died before I had a chance to do that.
Welcome to DayZ, buddy.
Now, when you respawn, do you respawn near where you were, or is it just another random place on the map entirely?
But it's always along the coast. So whenever you're first spawn, you're always along the coastline, somewhere on the coast.
But until I find a sign, I won't be able to tell where.
Correct.
So is there any like hint to fighting, or is it just click, click, click?
I aim for the head, if that helps.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, that's how it is in most games. All right, I'm coming upon a blue road sign.
Well, at least tell you how far away you are from other towns. And then you can use that to figure out where you are.
All right, I am 1 mile from Berezino.
Okay, that's not a terrible place. If you head north, just loot along the way. Be very careful. Head north along that coastline. The railroad tracks, if you follow those railroad tracks north and then they curve to the west, if you just follow those all the way through, it'll lead you directly to where we are.
All right, I'm at railroad tracks right now, so... because the sign that said 1 mile to Berezino was pointing, and I had to cross railroad tracks to cross that. I just don't know which way is north.
The coastline is always... So if you're looking for north, can you see the ocean from where you are, bud?
I think so, maybe?
If you can see the coastline...
Yes, I see the coastline.
To head north, put the ocean on your right.
Okay, so follow the railroad tracks with the ocean on my right?
Yep. And as you go along, remember, you're going to need to find food and water for yourself and some basic weapons to survive against zombies.
Yeah. All right, I'm coming upon another town. This town is a little coastal one. Lumber Mill.
Yeah, okay. Hey, keep going north. You're making good progress in that case, bud.
All right, so what did you say I'm looking for water-wise?
In terms of what you need to find on the map, it's basically like a little faucet.
Yeah, because I see several things that look like beer mugs, but...
That means that there's a tavern there.
Okay. So right now, until I get the hang of the combat system, I'm going to avoid zombies.
That would be my advice.
Might be smart to avoid it even if you are good at combat too.
Yeah.
Just depends on the circumstances.
Now, is there a way to eventually, like, decide where you respawn, or is it always random once you die?
Always random. It never changes. It's always going to be a random location if you die. So the incentive to survive is strong. You do not want to die. It's bad.
Once you progress, of course, if you're still a fresh spawn, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
But he's in a place where he's trying to get to us. So
yes, his current location. Yes, he wants to survive.
Yeah. So you do not want to die.
I'm trying to work better on actually only taking stuff that's actually going to be used.
Good.
Just the thing is, I have to try to sort through and decide what's the actual useful stuff.
Right now, construction materials. That's all that we need. Hammers, nails, saws, pickaxes, stuff like that. Tools, basically.
All right, I had to fight and take out one zombie. Fortunately, I didn't get any damage.
Good.
Both my water and food are yellow now, but...
That's something that can be improved.
If you do have to fight zombies, just try to only 1v1, basically. Don't try to get hordes. Try to be sneaky, only attract one at a time.
I didn't mean to attract it, but I was walking past a train, and he was on the other side as soon as I finished passing the train, so...
It's usually better to just go ahead and fight that one, especially if there's others around, because if you try to run away, you're going to attract the attention of others, possibly.
Yeah, the zombies are drawn to sound, and your footsteps, if you run, you make more sound when you run.
Just like also in 7 days.
Yep. And also the different types of shoes that exist out there have an influence on how loud you sound whenever you run by. So if you have like sneakers on, trail shoes, and things like that, it drastically reduces the amount of sound that you make whenever you're running around. Box nails, fuck yeah.
All right,
I have 2 boxes of nails.
I've gone through that town. I'm back to where the train track is a single track. So how do you go about finding food in the early stages?
Trees. Trees sometimes produce it.
Yeah, I see you start with a plum, but other than that...
Yeah, luck is a big factor too. If you're just lucky to find food in the building you search, or you're lucky to find food on a zombie you killed. So it's sometimes hard to get established when you first start out as a fresh spawn. So it often happens where you might die multiple times before you get lucky and then get a good start.
So, like, when you kill a zombie, can you always search them, or is it something that you see drop out of them, or what?
You go up to them and hit the tab key, and that'll bring up everything that's in the vicinity. And oftentimes, I'd say like 7 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10 zombies have anything on them. But sometimes they drop food. Sometimes they have like clothing on them that can be used.
Looking at a zombie or a container, when it says the name, it'll also have a plus icon next to it. That will let you know there's something.
Okay.
And sometimes it's a little You might have to like kind of wiggle around, kind of walk over a dead zombie a little bit sometimes, because sometimes it's a little glitchy. Doesn't want to show you what's in the zombie or the container when you tab. It's just just kind of wiggle around a little bit, walk over it a little bit more until it finally shows.
Yeah, I'm guessing you have to be like a certain distance from the item for it to show.
Yeah, it's a little, gotta work with it, gotta work with the system.
All right, so my water is now red. Not
You need
sure.
to find a fountain really soon.
Yeah, looking at the map though, it doesn't look like there's anything really close. There's possibly there's the water from the shore, but other than that.
So are you see where it says Blunt Rock? So are you somewhere around there or something like that?
I would probably be somewhere around, I want to say around where Riffy is. It's like a little area.
I see.
Yeah, because I just crossed a road. I don't know if it was that yellow road or the brown road.
The best bet that you're gonna have is probably going back to Berezino, since it's so much closer than Svetlojarsk, and using the water fountain that's in Berezino, or lumber mill. There is a water fountain right beside a police station there in the lumber mill area. That's going to be your best bet for now.
I don't know if I would make it. I don't. Oh, I see the little faucet with the drip on it.
Yep, that means that there's a water fountain there. The well.
I don't know if I'll make it back there before I die, but
give it a shot. You have a way better chance there than you do of trying to go all the way to Svetlojar. Those are the two closest water fountains between your 2 points.
So how would you go about like making a water something to store water?
You find or canteens. Those are your two. Or you can also kill an animal, take its pelt, then you get a barrel, tan the leather in the barrel, and then you can make a pouch out of it that way. The water skins are a little bit more difficult to work with.
If you find any cooking pots, those can also be filled with water.
Yeah, cooking pots as well. That's right.
And how do you eat something?
Put it in your hand just like you do with a rag and pull down the button.
All right, so I'm eating this plum that I started with. It's increasing my water and food. So
yep, fruit helps out with water level.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be. It might.
You're saving.
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking just for a second, if you eat a plum in real life, it's got juice in it. So.
Yep, that's exactly how it works in here. Yeah, it actually helps hydrate you.
All right, so I think my best bet right now is try to make it to Svetlojarsk. Svetlojarsk.
Yep.
And hit that water fountain there. I don't know if I'll be able to find some food there or something, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it. My food and water are both red, but.
Oh man.
You might have to send like a party out to the
yeah.
I'm currently on that rescue mission now, but I probably won't make it to him.
Yeah, my health is red now.
You're about to die.
Yeah, I figured.
Welcome to the DayZ experience.
I mean, it wouldn't be a survival game if you could survive really easily, right?
Exactly. That is exactly right.
And I died.
Try, once you figure out where you are, if you were on the south coast, go ahead and just find a zombie to beat the shit out of you and let yourself die. And then see if you can get an east coast spawn somewhere.
Oh, I'm at the first place that I started.
The
Kemi
first one.
Shovel, which is...
Oh, no, that's bad.
No, that's...
You're way
yeah.
down south.
Yeah. That's the first place that I spawned, was right here, and I guess I'll go find a zombie, get myself killed, and...
Yeah, start running around making a bunch of noise.
Alright, I'm bleeding out now. Haha.
There you go.
I found a steak knife. Is there any way to suicide with it?
Yep, there is actually. I think it's F11, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe hold left click.
Oh, there it goes. Yep, same place.
What?
Oh, I everything went black. I'm still being beaten on, but
You're knocked out is what that means. You're unconscious, but you're about to die.
oh, okay. It says you are dead now. All right, I'm back in the game. All right, my best guess is that I'm even further away because of the way it looks. I haven't found a road sign yet, but I see an island with a lighthouse on it.
You're on the south. Go ahead and kill yourself.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, I'm at a point where the road here goes underneath the train tracks.
The road goes underneath the train track.
Yeah, sort of to go from one side to the other.
I know where you are. You're east of Cherno. So you're in between Electro and Cherno, which are two big cities in the South Coast.
All right, yeah, that's sort of what it looks like, I guess.
You see like a stationary train sitting underneath it?
No, there's no train here.
There's no train there.
No, it's just like a little area where the road goes from the coast side under the train track to the other side of the train track and just keeps going.
Oh, I was thinking, yeah. So you are still down there on the South Coast, but I don't know where you're right now.
Like the whole time I'm recording might end up being like 25 minutes long, but so I think I got a good start. I just found a can of tuna and ate it, and I'm on the correct coast, so I'm heading on back up to the guys. Or I guess up to them, because I haven't, been there yet. But anyway, all right, let's see what this road sign says. All right, so just as a confirmation, I found a road sign that definitely, yeah, it's definitely, I'm entering Solnichiev.
Solnichny.
Yes, that place.
Excellent. Excellent.
I just died and I have no idea what killed me. Wasn't sick or nothing, but character just fell over dead when I was in the Delina police station. If anybody makes it to Delina, or is near that area, there's a whole bunch of medicine on my guy.
We do have one guy out right now that is trying to pick up KnowItAllDM. So if you end up anywhere near Solnichnia in your next spawn, you, Pack Rat, and KnowItAll can travel back here together.
Right now I'm slowly walking along the railroad track because there's zombies here, and I'm trying not to alert all of them at one time.
That's the best way to
Looks
do it
like there's one
quietly.
here I'm going to have to fight, though. I found a reflective vest. I don't know how good that is.
Not super duper useful, I would say.
Uh-oh, I got two after me.
You know,
Alright, I took them down. I got a little scratch, but I'm bandaging myself. I just realized you have a hotbar of 4 keys.
oh yeah.
Okay, where are the locations of the people not with Ohmoeba?
I'm along
House.
I'm along the train tracks.
Going north?
Heading north, yes.
So coast on your right?
Yep.
Have you entered? You said you were in Solnetsky?
Yes, that is now behind me.
Have you entered the next town yet?
Almost. I'm actually almost there. I think I see buildings ahead of me, so I'm guessing that's the next town.
Have you passed factory-looking buildings?
Maybe.
No.
Do you see factory-looking buildings that you're approaching?
They look more like farm-type buildings, but I can't be sure.
Probably right past the factory area.
Yeah, it looks like there's a grain mill area up ahead.
I'm just at the north side of the lumber mill, I believe.
You think you're in the lumber mill?
Yeah, I think I'm right at the north side of it by the north entrance here. Not far from the cemetery, I believe. I'm ready to verify right now.
Okay, I have not yet entered the factory, I don't think. because I have a sign that says something 3ABO weird looking A.
That's
That's a factory. Keep going the way you're going.
All right, I'll be along the train tracks heading that way, and it looks like it's getting dark.
it is indeed getting dark.
At least I'm pretty decent at fighting zombies one-on-one barehanded now.
Dude, you can repair splitting axes with duct tape.
Crap.
Maybe you have to use a handsaw for this or something. Handsaw doesn't seem to bring up a prompt. Maybe it's not implemented yet or something. They might have scrapped that idea.
All right, apparently I am getting cold because I can see my breath.
The little temperature gauge is another way to know if you're getting cold or not. So you've got your health and then your blood, and then there's a small separating bar in between those two. And you've got the temperature, your food, and your water level. But it does indeed get colder at night.
I found a, what is this, a hard hat.
That could help with, it mitigates some of the impact damage that you take if you get hit in the head. So it could be useful if you don't have anything else right now.
All right,
I
I just went through a little area where there were some cars, and I found a beanie on the cars. Now my temperature gauge is blue.
That's bad. Find
Yeah, I can tell that.
Your food will go down faster, and you can eventually just die of plain old hypothermia.
Yeah.
So honestly, that's not a bad way to go in this game. I've died throwing my guts up before. I was way off. I'm in
I
Chornaya
found
Bay.
a well. So I'm in, I think it's pronounced Nizanoya.
There's Noya.
Yeah. I found a hatchet, and I just drank from a water thing. I don't know how much I need to drink from it to be full on water, but
Just look at the water bottle and see where it's at.
I just keep drinking till it's full.
Yep, pretty much.
But if it's a water bottle, be careful. Don't drink all of it.
I'm guessing fighting with a hatchet's better than fighting barefisted.
Anything's fighting better than barefisted.
Yeah, hatchets are actually pretty handy dandy.
Yeah, my food's going down real quick because of the cold.
Yep.
Are there any hints to getting warmer?
Get some wood and cloth and build them. And maybe some stuff to start it with. If you don't have matches, take a knife, get some bark, and you'll need a small stick. Combine those, and you should get a start.
All right, so I'm continuing my trek along the railroads. My food's not terribly low. It's not even halfway down because I ate that the can of tuna earlier, so...
I'm near Berenzino. I'm heading intercepts with Noel.
That's okay.
Are you still heading along the railroad track?
Yep, I'm still on the railroad track heading towards the lumber mill.
No, go prone. Hold C. Alright.
Did you find him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a zombie, that's you.